Hi and welcome to another episode of Painting in the Woods. I've seen this tree behind me. It took me a while to find it, but it's got nice light on it and nice sort of blue shadows but very green light, so I'm going to try and paint that today. Yeah, thanks for subscribing and watching these videos. I hope you enjoy this one. I'm using oil paint on a small 18 by 14 inch canvas, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so these are the colours that I used. Please pause that if you need to look at that again. So I start all my sketches with a small paintbrush, and I just sketch in with some burnt umber, and I've got a little bit of sap green and yellow ochre, and just plotting in the main tree where I want it to be. Just helps with composition. And then I start sort of putting in some more branches and putting in a little bit more detail, some shadows, a bit of cobalt blue there on top of the burnt umber to give some of the shadow colours. I'm just sort of trying to capture all the bits I see while the light's out, because sometimes the light will fade and you won't have these shadows, so it's important to capture them while they're there. You never know when the sun's going to go in, so here I'm just putting those in, and then I sort of block in some colour in the background. And paintings are a process, you know, you can do something and change your mind and stuff. Here I'm using burnt sienna, and I think I paint all this in and then I sort of take a lot of it off later on, so I kind of change my mind when I'm painting, but I'm just trying to capture some of the colours here of the bracken and stuff. The autumn colours are lovely, and I sort of exaggerated them with a lot of burnt sienna, a little bit of burnt umber, and here I'm adding a little bit of cobalt blue and just a hint of crimson. I haven't put crimson on the list of colours because I used hardly any of it, but I just added a little bit of purple there where some of the branches in the background sort of turn purpley with the haze of the atmosphere and stuff, so sometimes it turns quite purpley, so you're sort of exaggerating those colours. There's a bit of burnt umber there in the background, just to looking at the tree where the light is on the tree, you want dark behind the light and light behind the dark, so you can see the tree in the foreground. So it's a bit of a game of using what you do see in front of you, but also changing that for the sake of the painting to bring out the things you want. See, I use a lot of paint thinners here and started taking off the background. I sort of dripped it on and started using a cloth to give it some texture. I like having a lot of texture in the background, and then I used a bit of cobalt blue and white for a bit of sky here, putting in a bit of the sky. Again, if you have clouds that are moving, you might want to capture certain clouds that are there, and they might not be there by the time you finish the painting, but it's fine. So there, the background is now covered with yellow ochre, burnt sienna, burnt umber, and the sky, which is the cobalt blue, and then I'm putting in the branches again back over the top of that. I've got an indication of where they were, so I know where the branches were, and I'll just go over with this brush. I use quite a lot of paint thinners in there to get the paint to flow quite nicely with the brush, and then I add on the white branches with white and yellow ochre, possibly a little bit of burnt sienna as well, just a tiny bit of that in there. The tree was actually quite green and the background was quite almost the same colour, so I've sort of changed that for the sake of the painting to bring it out. I use a palette knife here to put some detail into the tree, just scrape away some of the paint and just give it a nice texture and add some really fine detail and branches and stuff on there, and on the foreground there as well. And the idea is not to do too much and know when to finish, and I use a palette knife here just to sign my name. But yeah, once you've captured enough information, you can just leave it. You can always change it if you want to later on. There you go, that's the finished sketch of the tree. I just focused mainly on that one tree. Left the background. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I haven't finished painting yet, but I thought while the light's still good, I'm going to record the end of this video, but I haven't actually finished painting it yet. I'm about halfway through. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed watching me paint this tree. I hope it turned out alright. Anyway, I'd like to ask my friend Jim Pengilley what he thinks of this. He's the guy that did the music for these videos.
Hello, this is Jim taking another look at one of Ollie's paintings. It's been snowing the last sort of day. Not much snow, but chaos nonetheless. Taking a look at the picture, there's two things that interest me. The first is the inclusion of a spider in the bottom right hand corner. I'm not quite sure what its significance is, but it's interesting nonetheless. And the second is the tree itself. The tree don't look particularly healthy. Looks like it's got a sort of ash dieback or something like that. So yeah. Anyway, that's really about it. I hope you found it helpful, and hopefully we'll have something to review again very soon.
Anyway, please subscribe and please email me if you'd like to buy the painting I've done today. £150 as always on an 18 by 14 inch canvas with oil paint. So that's the price. Please email me at oliverpengilley@hotmail.com, or here on YouTube, Oliver Pengilley, or my website, which is oliverpengilley.co.uk, or on my Facebook page. That's another way, I keep forgetting that one. Please go to my page and like my page, that'd be great, and share these videos if you know anyone who wants to learn a bit more about painting, who you think might be interested in learning a few techniques. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you again out in the woods or somewhere next time.